it's the 400th anniversary of the Vicentian charism. In other words, in 1617, St Vincent de Paul started his work among the poor, and it's very much celebrating the formation of the Vicentian family.
Dear brothers and sisters, I extend a warm welcome to you all today to gather for this special Mass in which we will honour your patron, St Vincent de Paul, and this the 400th anniversary year of the beginning of his mission, the special charism he found in serving Christ and the poorest people of his time, and which has been kept alive so wondrously in the various congregations and organisations under his patronage.
We're a big family, and we don't meet very often together, but as a member of the St Vincent de Paul Society, I'd like to see a lot of more young people who are becoming involved, although we have a national youth officer now who has helped greatly in the schools and has promoted the youth.
It was wonderful to see everybody coming together, and such a huge variety of people and different parts of the country. People travelled all the way up from southeast London and beyond there just to be together today. So it's great. I love to see the deaf choir doing their thing. The musicians were out of this world, and the organist. I mean, everything was just lovely.
The celebration of 400 years is not a celebration of Vincent and Louise. It is a celebration of all of us and all of our stories in service to the Lord. Most of all, we need to recognize that God is transfiguring the commonplace of our own lives. Perhaps as we go forth from this place today, we can allow ourselves to recall our own stories and the stories of others in ministry and service. Maybe too, it is a time to tell these stories out loud to ourselves and others, not out of pride, but witnessing that each day, in every place, in millions and millions of lives, God is transfiguring the commonplace and letting God's glory and God's grace be shown.
I was hugely impressed. Coming from Dublin, I had no idea how many people were going to be here. That could be 10, but it was great. And again, really positive, really attentive, really engaged with the whole thing, wanting to celebrate. And I like too the fact that people who have learning difficulties, people who are deaf, we're all together. We're all the same. It's we're celebrating together who we are and what we're about.
Well over 7 years ago now, the Daughters of Charity of St Vincent de Paul discerned a call to serve in Govanhill. So they sent Sister Agnes to the Govanhill area to get to know the people, the issues and the needs. And it was after about a year that mission call was confirmed, and they set up the space. And the space essentially was a shop front in Allison Street, a busy thoroughfare. The space was set up as a ministry of presence and a listening ministry, and it was a place of hospitality. So for 18 months we were there listening to the needs of the people. Where we could help, we did, and after those 18 months we then became a formal project. So everything that we do is based on the needs of the people, and how we do it is based on our Vincentian values. And those values are the foundation of the project. They are what sets us apart, and they really are the lifeblood of the project.
I was very pleased that the turnout at the Mass, but also it was such a wonderful spiritual uplifting occasion which allowed the Vicentian family to celebrate aptly the 400th anniversary of our charism and our Vicentian spirituality.
Well, it was a lovely occasion, and it was a special event, I think, for this special 400th anniversary of the Vicentian charism, and it's lovely to see how much work has been done through the inspiration of St Vincent de Paul and St Louise and Blessed Frederick Osnanen as well. So we congratulate and honour those who have involved themselves in so many different apostolates through their inspiration, and we hope that that will continue and others will be inspired to follow in their footsteps, especially younger people who can serve the poor in different ways in our communities and the church at this time. It's a great call, and there's lots of work to be done, and we hope that many others will feel inspired by this special anniversary to follow in the footsteps of these great saints and all the good people that have been inspired by them through these last 4 centuries.